Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video on your daily update. It almost is. On Onyx or XCN, wanted to do a full update. In terms of the technical situation right now, honestly, not much has changed. I mean, yesterday morning we were trading a bit higher, but ultimately we're still in that general area. And you can see that we're now, it's very hard to call this a consolidation. Because it really isn't that much of a consolidation, but still, I mean, you can see some sideways movement right now, where the main value area is between 3.2 cents and then the main support level seems to be around 2.7 cents. And as long as we're holding that stability at these price levels, I still think that some real bullish momentum is possible. And honestly, what I wanted to talk to you about in this video is potentially buying XCN, because I have been, most of you know my opinion long-term on XCN. I think long-term, this will not have an amazing faith. I mean, if you go back into time and if some of you still remember what happened in 2022, you can see this. And back then, this was also very shady, right? I mean, the price action was shady, and where the volume was coming from, it just raised some eyebrows. Let's keep it at that. And if something like this happens with a project, I tend to not really trust it for long-term holds anymore. If you have a different opinion, that's your opinion. They might have changed. The project might have become more serious and less manipulated. That's certainly possible. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your spot holdings on this. But due to that, I think long-term, this is not an amazing buy and hold. But I think short-term, and we talked briefly about that yesterday as well, I think short-term, this is interesting, and I'm thinking about buying this. I'm still kind of formulating a plan, and that's for two reasons. I mean, first of all, if I remember correctly, they have some big news coming up the 6th of February. So that kind of works as a fundamental catalyst, which we can work towards, and which can be a reason why the price goes up. Because in the end, I mean, there's a huge amount of retail interest in Onyx, in XCN right now. So that's a huge plus. And in general, I mean, a lot of people are saying that retail is not here yet. I mean, personally, I have some different opinions and some different views on that. As someone who invites and talks to a lot of people new to crypto, I mean, that amount has those people and the amount of people that have that has certainly increased. And if a lot of them flock to XCN and market makers see that as well, this can definitely still do great, especially also given the fundamentals that are coming up. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, though, is that tonight we have the FOMC meeting. Now, XCN is relatively uncorrelated to Bitcoin, which is a blessing and a curse, all right? It's at this point in time, I would say it's a bit of a blessing. But the FOMC, the Federal Reserve meeting, will still matter, all right? So that could induce some short-term volatility. And the main thing I'm looking at personally, before buying XCN, is the volume, all right? Every time that we actually had a very strong XCN, what happened is that we saw somewhat of a volume increase ahead of that as well. Now, if you're waiting for a volume increase, you're always going to be a little bit late, right? But what we saw the two times with XCN right now is that if you wait for that initial volume increase, here we had a doubling in volume and the price went up, and then right here you can see the volume went up about 20% and the price went up. But both times, yes, you were late, you were not buying the bottom, but the price went up much more after that, all right? And you caught the majority of the move. So personally, given the fundamentals right now, I am interested in buying XCN, but I will wait for some sort of a volume increase. And the main level I'm looking at buying after breaking that is this area right here between 3 and 3.2 cents. Break above that with volume, and I'll buy, and then my main price target would be 4 cents, but we could move higher as well, depending on the circumstances. But that I'll keep you updated on. And I would say as well, given that the fundamentals are, or at least that fundamental catalyst is still in the future, I would say this is most likely as well. But like I said, I will keep you updated on that. If you're interested in more XCN content, consider subscribing. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.